Our story begins in the Incirlik Bakery next to Family Services, and more specifically here in the dough mixer. At 5 o'clock in the morning, while most of Incirlik sleeps, the dough mixer combines flour, shortening, sugar enrichment, and other ingredients to form the dough. The dough is placed in the dough cutter to properly size the dough, and then travels by way of conveyor to the rounder, which allows the clump of dough to roll itself into a ball as it travels through this funnel-shaped unit. The dough is then lifted to a primary fresh room for 15 minutes. If hot dog buns are to be made, the dough drops from the primary fresh room into the hot dog bun roller. The dough is then placed in special baking pans. After 30 minutes in a heated secondary fresh room, which helps the dough to rise, the pans of dough are placed in this oven, so large it bakes 168 regular loaves at a time. For hot dog and hamburger buns, the baking time is about 10 minutes at 400 degrees. But for regular and sandwich loaves, it takes just over 20 minutes at a heat of between 420 and 450 degrees. Before the loaves can be sliced and placed in the attractive bags you see on the commissary shelves, they are placed on cooling racks for at least 30 minutes. When the loaves are ready, they are continuously fed into the precision blades of the bread slicer. Once the loaf is sliced, it's placed on the bread slider for a smooth ride into the convenient plastic bag familiar to most of us. One of the best ways to keep the bread fresh and accessible is the use of the bag tie. The color of the twisty or bag tie around the end of a loaf of bread is important because it is the only indication as to when the bread was baked. If the bread was baked on Monday, the bag tie will be green. For Tuesday, it's red. For Wednesday, it's orange. For Thursday, it's white. And on Friday, the bag tie is blue. Knowing which day the loaf of bread was baked could make a difference in which loaf you decide to pay for at the checkout counter. For Incirlik Monthly Magazine, I'm Air Force Sergeant Ed Autry.